These are tough times. There's no easy way to say it. We are facing some enormous challenges, some of the biggest challenges of our career, and we have asked so much of our people. And despite all of that, despite budgets being clawed back and timelines shifting and supply chain disruptions and labor force shortages, despite working from home. Did I say working from home? Despite all of that, we've seen teams and organizations rise to the challenge. We've seen people deliver things we would have frankly thought were impossible at the start of this pandemic. They've delivered miracles. But with no clear end in sight, people are getting tired. It's been a lot. They're frustrated, they are exhausted. In many cases, they're scared, understandably. So how do we help them move forward from here? How do we lift our teams and organizations higher when it feels like every last drop of resilience has been drained from the tank? You probably don't want to hear some hippie adventure photographer dude who lives in the distant mountains telling you it's by systematically, methodically bringing to life the natural grit that's within your team. Seriously? Are you kidding me? One more thing on the to-do list? I'm not kidding you. But here's the good news. Grit is simple. It is astonishingly effective. It lies within us all in abundance. We have it in spades. I think we often mistake grit as like mega resilience on steroids. Grit plays out on a much grander scale. Grit plays out over months, years, a career, a lifetime. And I think it's really, really tempting to understand grit or perceive grit as hundreds, if not thousands of acts of resilience stitched together. But it's not, because it relies on willpower. And no matter how tough we are, willpower has its limits, especially 2 years into a pandemic. Grit, on the other hand, flows almost effortlessly when we create the right framework of habits, of strategies, of routines around our teams, our organizations, our communities, our families. Grit isn't about toughing it out. It isn't about surviving challenges. It's about growing. It's about growing as a result of those challenges, of using difficulties as a spark to carry us higher. Right now, we're facing probably the biggest challenges we'll see in a lifetime, in a career. But that doesn't mean they have to grind us down. That doesn't mean that we have to just hold on and try to survive and endure. That doesn't mean we can't use these challenges and difficulties as a catalyst for growth and for opportunity and possibility if we methodically build a culture of grit. It is possible. It's so possible. I've seen it happen thousands of times, and I'd love to share that simple roadmap with you.